Well, welcome back to another fishing video. Today you're going to join me at Linear Fisheries. This time I'm on B2. Managed to get myself in the point swim. Peg, the right hand side of the point swim, and to anyone who doesn't know that, there's peg 8, and let's just say it's a good swim when it wants to produce, and it has been producing these last couple of days. I know two of the lads that were in here before me, Ben Lambert and his brother, two good anglers, and both guys using ParkerBaits, and let's just say they absolutely smashed it up here. 30 plus fish between the two of them, between 4 and 6 of them was over £30 up to £37, which is very good to say the least. So can I carry it on? Fingers crossed, I really do hope so. So let's get on with the video. So the time is 3:10. The light is fading, that is for sure. The wind has picked up a little bit now as well. It's off the back of me, but we've got a northwesterly at the moment, so it's just slightly going to the left. But yeah, it's looking good for it. When I got here this morning at 10 o'clock, the lads, that time the day before, at 10 o'clock in the morning, were having it off. Last time they had a bite was about 5 o'clock this morning, and it was the same for Tom Maker was fishing opposite as well, and his last bite was about same time that morning, about 5 o'clock in the morning. So it seems to have slowly died off a little bit since Friday just gone, and now today is Wednesday. I'd probably say in excess of 400 fish have been out. It has been manic. I know a lad who's Steve, who was in peg 7 on the weekend, and he had 42 fish. Between T and Corey that were fishing this swim on the weekend, and then Ben and his brother jumped in, they probably had 60-70 fish out between them. Tom Maker, he had the biggest fish at the lake, 630s. It's just been carnage, let's just say that. But I'm hoping I can nick one tonight. If not, maybe it'll be a move tomorrow. Baits out, rods out, 2 on the bottom. I've got 1 yellow magic bean with some worms, with some maggots on top, and then I've got a orange pineapple pop-up with worm and maggot on top on that one, and then 1 rod on a solid bag. Yeah, just chucked it out there, kind of hope for the best, whacked it as far as I could. Just before dark I put a few more spods out, and I will redo the rods just to make sure I am 100% for tonight. I am getting hungry though, not gonna lie, so got quite a bit in my bag, but I'm not sure what I'm gonna have. Maybe a pasta packet, or yeah, I'm not too sure, but I'm sure next time you see me, this camera will be back on some food. Does that surprise you? ParkerBaits vlog without food? Didn't think so. That's looking good. And out there, it's looking pretty nice too. The wind's off the back of me. Nice northeasterly wind, pushing just a little bit to the left, so it's just coming across this way. And yeah, I'd say nothing as it stands, but still plenty of time. I've only had the rods out maybe an hour now, so yeah, just gonna sit back, enjoy the view, eat some of this bad boy, maybe try and get a few more spods out. But I don't know if you're gonna pick all them seagulls out there, but keep trying to put some bait out, and every time that spot hits the water I get about 30 seagulls just dive on it, and it's just painstakingly annoying. Don't know any other word to say, but yeah, gonna try and wait till a little bit later, and hopefully them seagulls go away and get a bit of bait out for the night then. But yeah, time to chill out and probably prep myself some more rigs and maybe tie a few solid bags out. And ooh, enjoy this bad boy. Come on. Got here first thing this morning, but I wasn't able to start fishing until about 2:30 this afternoon. The time I got the rods out, got some bait out, and then set my bivvy up, got everything set up, so I was happy. And then next you know, it's almost 4 o'clock, and by that point I've only got an hour left till it gets dark. Quickly redo the rods just so I know I'm 100% happy tonight, and then I can go to sleep, not so worrying. Got the rods back out, put another 5 spods out, and now it's 5:45 when it's pitch black. Doesn't take long in winter, does it, for it to get dark, which is, it's not annoying, but I'm one of them who likes to be up quite late watching the water, and there's only so much you can watch when it's dark. But yeah, rods are out for now, got the kettle on, have a quick coffee, sit back, and just chill out really. When the lads were in here before, they said after 12 o'clock till early hours in the morning was when it started kicking off, so fingers crossed I can do the same, and them alarms go screaming off with the Punisher, the biggest fish in the lake, or the big common. There's a big ghostie in here, common ghostie as well. It should be around the 40 pound mark, so come on. Well, there we go. As the last said, I was making a coffee and it's going down a treat so far. I haven't got my ParkerBaits mug this time. Reason being, me being me, just put it away in a bucket and forgot to clean it. So let's just say it's far from suitable to drink out of, that's for sure. Got my other mug for now and got these bad boys down here. Can't beat a digested biscuit personally, but let us know in the comments, what sort of biscuits do you like with your coffee or your tea? Pitch black out there now, and it's looking nice though, you know, it is looking nice, it's looking good for a bite. Just hopefully now one of them rods goes screaming off. But for now, I'm gonna enjoy this coffee, have a few biscuits, get under the blanket in bed because my feet are getting cold, and then just chill out. Hopefully I touch base now with big 40 pounder in the net. Come on. It's dinner time. 4 Aberdeen Angus quarter pounders. We have 2 of them tonight, 2 of them tomorrow night. Yeah, I've had these before with Ben. Did a quick night, well I say a quick night, it wasn't meant to be a quick night, but me and Ben did a session on St. John's, which the video would have been live by now. And we ended up getting kicked off the next day, not for misbehaving, but for the floods that happened at Linear. But these went down a treat last time. Got some burger sauce, lettuce, cheese slices, and some brioche buns. Can't go wrong. So I think, get these bad boys cooking in the pan, and I'll show you what the end product looks like. Burgers are coming along. They only need another minute, and it's time to introduce the cheese slices, nicely melted on top. A little bit of lettuce to make it a bit healthy, not too much healthy, but you know, can't go wrong with a little bit of our greens. And yeah, time to sit back, demolish these 2 bad boys, and there's a time, surely it can't be long. Just recasted my solid bag. What I put in it, so mini mix, of course, the main ingredients, fruit and nut magic dust, and maggots. But what I do with my maggots to make them PVA friendly maggots is I'll get any tub that's hanging around, whatever I'll do, and what I'll do is I get a little handful of maggots, put that into the tub, and then what I did on this scenario, I got Scopex flat spot, which is our show special flat spot, and tip that, a little drizzle, nothing too major, and then give them maggots a bit of a shake then, and then obviously getting the magic dust. I got the fruit and nut one, covered the maggots in that then, so then the magic dust then sticks to the maggots. That then making them maggots PVA friendly, and they will not get out of the bag. So yeah, I've done that, and I just clipped that up at 30 wraps, and I've just whapped that out there somewhere amongst the darkness. I give it an hour maximum until I fall asleep. Watch a bit of YouTube on my phone, get my head down, and then hopefully I get rudely awakened. I say rudely, wanted, but get woken up with an absolute screamer. I mean, that's the plan, that's why we come fishing, right? Right, well it is currently about 6:45 in the morning, and it has been a very, very quiet night for me. Started really raining hard last night, about 11:30, 12 o'clock, to the point where I shut my bivvy door, where anyone who knows me and has fished with me in the past know I always sleep with my bivvy door open, because waking up to a view like this is nothing better. But that rain did come down hard, and I thought I might have done something, but yeah, nothing as it stands. Don't know why. I'd say it was kind of a weird yesterday, where about 10-12 o'clock yesterday morning, the day previous to that is where the boys were actually having it off, and the day before that as well. And obviously the day I turn up, it's absolutely dead all round, to be fair. But there's a lad I know, Cameron, he's over in the beach swim, and yeah, he's had a couple over in that far corner, but apart from that, it seemed pretty dead, to be fair. So I'm going to give it another 15 minutes and I'm going to recheck the rods then. Right, while I'm making the move, I spoke to Cameron. He's had a few fish last night. He's had 30, 2 20s and lost one, and the guy to the right of him had one just before dark as well, which is a lot more activity than has happened in my peg, the one to the left of me and the one to the right of me. Where I'm fishing, it kind of where shallow meets the deeper water as such on this lake, and I say it's averaging about 6 foot out in front of me. Where the beach swim, this fish is straight into the bowl. He probably got about a good 12 to 14 foot of water at least. So the temperatures dropped tonight and it dropped last night compared to what has been this last couple of days / week. So have the fish pushed back in the deeper water? Maybe. When I turned up yesterday, where Cameron's jumped in the beach and the causeway were all empty, so maybe all this pressure has pushed them back in there whilst them swims are empty as well. So you never know. But I've got 24 hours left and I can't sit on no fish. It's winter and let's be honest, the fish don't move as much, so I need to move to them. So I've got to pack down all this, get it all down, packed away and get over there. But what I'll do is I flick this around. So it's actually quite a nice morning, to be fair. It's cold, very cold. So the dip in them trees over there, that's where I'm going to be moving, and then I'll be fishing out in the main bowl over there. But yeah, look at that orange sky in the background. Nice. I'm in a swim that's called the beach swim, which is a double swim on B2, and it's pegs 30 and 31, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's good open water swim. You've got a lot of the bowl that you've got commanding, a lot of water in front of you, but rods are out. Left one's on a 4 foot zig for now, and 2 of them on the baited area to this pointy tree in the background, which Cameron, the lad who was in here before me, had a few fish out of there on that spot. So I know it's done fish, so hopefully, like I say, I can connect one myself. It's kind of died off where I was over there on the point originally, which kind of commanded this water over here, but 7, 6, 5 and 4 all in front of this swim all had fish last night. So you know, hopefully it's my time to shine now. I've not got long left. I've got less than 24 hours because I've got to be gone early in the morning to head to the Essex Carp show, ready to set up for the weekend. But yeah, like I say, 3 rods are out. Just put a bit of bait out there, but the swim is currently, don't look too messy there, but if I turn that around, it's an absolute mess. Nothing set up, so I'm gonna have a bit of a tidy up now, get the bivvy up, get everything in the bivvy. Then I'll touch base with you when that's done then. Here at Linear, if you didn't know, there are unloading and loading bays, but it is just for that and that only, not unload, set up and then move the van. It is strictly unloading and loading only. So I've done that, unloaded the van, dumped it all on the swim, moved the van back into the car park, and yeah, like I said, I got the rods out first, then decided to tidy up the swim a bit, which if I pan that around, it's looking a bit better now. The bivvy's there. It's nice and clean now. Yeah, so the rods are out, bait is out, and I am starving. I've not had a chance to eat yet this morning, and the time is now 11:30. So I've got some bacon and egg sandwiches to cook. So I'm gonna put the camera down, and then I'm sure the next time you see me, I'll be cooking up some nice old bacon. Alright, well the bacon's on. Got my eggs here ready. Thought I bought these for the burgers, so I thought chuck a cheese slice in there as well. Bread sauce, bread. The only issue is, got butter down there, and bread, but only a fork. So
have to butter my bread with a fork to do that for the first time, but yeah. Got myself some streaky bacon as well. Switched it up a little bit this time. But I cannot wait to get you in my tummy. I am hungry. It don't look too good from there, but underneath there is some good streaky bacon. 2 cheese slices on top, and then once I stick that bad boy double egg on top, that'll melt the cheese, and that'll go down an absolute treat. But I tell you what, right? I love coming fishing, I love watching the wildlife and the birds, but these swans, I'm not the best of friends with them today. They like this swim for some reason. There's 3 there's another 2 to the left, and put my rod tips right down, but god, they're annoying. I thought the seagulls were bad, but these swans are almost just as bad. But right, anyway, bacon, egg, what more could you want, eh? It's a good old breakfast. Well, saying that, breakfast, basically lunchtime now, but it will do for now. And we're back on the burgers tonight then. Cannot wait. Look at that, sun is out, eh? Surely it can't be long. Please, if there's any carp god up there, please make my alarms go off. Please. Right, well, it went from fried egg to scrambled egg very quickly, but egg is egg. Now for the finishing touch. Ooh, here we go. Now that, don't know about you, but that looks good to me. Oh, eggs going everywhere. This is definitely going to be a messy one, but I don't care.
I thought, as I got a bit of time, I'd go through, as I've had people ask in the past, of how I tie my zigs. Very simple, very easy, and once you've done it once, it'll be easy to do again and again. So for me, there's a lot of people who don't fish zigger liners, and there's people who do fish zigger liners. Me personally, I like fishing a zigger liner. I know Ben, he doesn't. He likes to just tie a hair rig and put a bit of foam on that way. Each to your own, personal preference is how you like to do it. But for me personally, like I say, I like to fish a zigger liner. My go-to, and it always is, it will change sometimes. If the deeper I get, the brighter I go. But I do personally like myself, I like a red zigger liner. I use the Thinking Angling one. I love them. I've used them since the day I've ever seen them, and yeah, they work an absolute treat. So I use a red zigger liner, and what I do at first of all, I get a bit of zig line, pull out say maybe a foot worth of line, and then you put your tail end first of your zigger liner on, and then come into the hook end of it. Choice of hook, some people use size 8s, and I did used to use size 8s. And it was only last year that I actually went up to size 6 for my zigs, and a lot of people are going to be watching this going, now, wow, that's too big, their hook's way too big for a zig. But yet again, a lot of my fish and all my fish last year come on a size 6 hook, wide gape. I use a wide gape for my zigs. Even when I was using the size 8s, there's always been a wide gape, but I just find the hook hold for me has been better. I was losing a lot of fish on size 8s, and ever since I've gone to the size 6, fingers crossed, touch wood, that I've never lost one. So yeah, so like I say, zigger liner on first, tail end, push that down onto the line and just pull it down a little bit. And then what I'm doing is getting the hook, but I'm having the beak of the hook facing to the left as I'm looking at it, and the back end of the hook facing to the right, obviously. Pinching that with my fingers, and then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab the line, push the line through the eye of the hook, pull that hook down a little bit, so you're obviously about halfway down in between your fingers, dangling in between. And then what I'm going to do is grab that tag end and push it back through the loop of the eye of the hook again, and then that's creating a loop on the left hand side and the line coming through doubled up on the right hand side as you're looking at it, like I say. And then what you're going to want to do is then, like I say, same scenarios as you did pushing it through the first time, is get that hook pretty central in between your fingers. And then what I'll do then is I grab the hook, pinch it with my fingers, and then with the loop side and the double line on the other side, you want to do an overhand loop. Once you've done the overhand loop, do not pull it tight. Create it so it's just pulled tight enough, but so it's not tight where you ain't going to be able to undo it. Pull it down nice and softly. Do wet the line when you're pulling it down. And then what you want to do with that tag end, which is going to be the loop end, put that loop over the beak of the hook. And then what that does then is put it over the top, pull it around, wet the line again, and then pull down tight. that then is how I tie my knot on. Works very well, never ever had it come undone for me, and it's a very, very simple way of tying the hook, line to the hook without overcomplicating it. And then it's pretty easy. Then you just push your liner on up over the eye of the hook, push it up to how you're happy with it. I like to push it up just a little bit, maybe where you got the maybe halfway up, personal preference yet again. Then obviously you add your bit of foam to it, and then for me, yeah, pull off how deep or how high you want your zig. For me in this scenario now, I'm fishing 4-foot zigs, so I'm going to pull out 4 foot of line and maybe a couple of inches extra on top. And then what I do is then I'll cut that with the scissors, and then I'm adding just my anti-tangle sleeve on then. So you put your anti-tangle sleeve then, do the loop on the other end. And one thing I did forget to mention is please obviously do, once you've tied your hook on, do cut the taggings off there as well. But yeah, easy, simple and effective, and it's caught me loads and loads of fish in the past, including this absolute banger which I get on the screen right now, a 38 pound, or just over 38 pound, I can't remember the ounces, which I caught in November last year with Lee when we did B1, and many other bangers in the past. But yeah, like I say, simple, easy, and you can't go wrong really. Zig fishing plays a big part of my fishing, to be honest with you. Been many a blank savers to say the least, and I just find it such a good way of fishing. A lot of anglers I speak to do not like zigs, they don't work, they can't grasp how a fish is just going to pick up a bit of black foam floating 10, 8, 6 foot up in the water. But do you know what they do? And it intimidates a bug, so it looks like a bug floating in the water, and the carp have it, and when they are having it, you can really have it off on zigs. Like I say, I've had very good sessions on zigs in the past, and will always have zigs in my armoury ready to go. I do like to pre-tie a few. I've got a little box that I carry with me, and what I do is I pre-tie 3 12 foots, 3 9 foots, 3 6 foots and 3 3 foots, and then I can always alter them sizes depending on what size zig I'm wanting to fish. But yeah, I thought I'd just touch base. Like I say, I've had a few people asking me, how do you tie your zigs, Rob? How do you do it? How do you do this? So I thought, well, do you know what? What's easier than showing you myself on another one of Rob's vlogs? So yeah, that is that. The sun is out to the point where it's that sunny. Do I bring another rod in off the bottom and put another zig at him, or do I really push the zigs today and then go back on the bottom tonight? You know, sometimes fishing is meant to be fun, relaxing, and you know, all chill, but at the same time, when the fish are hard to catch, your brain's going like this, you know, like, God, what do I do? You got to really, especially this time of year, every tactic you know, if one's not working, you've got to try another and really push and put the effort in to catch a fish sometimes. And when you do, the rewards, oh wow, that sigh of relief you get when that fish goes in the net, especially a winter fish. It's hard work. The only thing I didn't go over is that the fact I do, not all the time, but sometimes I do tie some maggots on the top. Only 4. Don't know why 4. You can do 3, you can do 5 if you want. I just tend to do 4 because I don't want to overweigh the foam for it to be able to sink down. So 4 I find is a nice even number, a nice amount of maggots just to tie on the top. So I just reeled in my other zig that I did, because I'm trying out some new zig line at the moment with, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not a massive fan of it, not gonna say who it is, but yeah, so I've gone back to my original 11-pound quarter zig line which I'm using. And yeah, so I've just put a 4-foot fresh zig out and a 6-foot zig out as well. The 4-foot being red foam, red liner, red maggots, and the 6-foot zig being black liner, black foam with some red maggots on top. Also not forgetting the fact I'm getting that lovely new bait spray that we got, this one being the fruit and nut bait spray, and just giving it a good squirt of that before I cast it out. It's actually, it might be the 1st of February today, but it is warm, that sun is out, it's shining down, the wind is a nice pushing to the left into a nice bay that I've got over there. And to be honest with you, I've not really thought of it just yet, but it does look good for some fish to hide in the corner, because this is the only swim that can actually get down in there. But yeah, time's ticking, got to be off early in the morning. Obviously by the time this video has been out, the Essex Carp Show would have already happened, but heading to the Essex Carp Show tomorrow with the team,
ready to set up for the weekend, and boy am I looking forward to this weekend, that is for sure. I can't wait. Enjoyed all the shows that we do so far. I love meeting people, meeting customers and people who love ParkerBaits, and I love just stood there talking to them and going into great depth about our baits and teaching them a few things that they maybe didn't know. So yeah, I'm gonna leave that there for now. Come on rods, get them alarms going. And I've got a special guest joining me tonight. It's someone you've definitely seen on the channel before. A guy that's brought many a fish and big fish to the channel before. Who's it gonna be? Well, we'll all reveal later when he turns up. But yeah, got a buddy of mine coming down tonight. Gonna be a nice quick social. We've got to be off in the morning because I don't know if you see that sign up there. Well, it's not for me. I don't book swims. I got to do it the same as everyone else. But there is a member of staff at Linear who work here. The member of staff at Linear, they are allowed to put signs into swims. It's one of the pros that come with the job, and yeah, you can't blame them. I mean, if you work here, it's very right in your own way to put a sign in the swim. But yeah, come on the Carp, and come on the ParkerBaits spray on the zigs, and of course we can't forget the yellow pineapple pop-up topped off with some maggot and worms. Fishing right to this tree over there. Come on. Well, I said we have a special guest coming this evening.
Carper's turn.
Definitely seen this guy on the channel before. He went to your aqua with Ben and he's made many appearances. But he's come to join me for a quick night, mate, haven't you?
Overnight, before Rob's got to head off in the morning to the Essex Carp show. Hope the ParkerBaits smash it down there. Good luck to all the lads.
Definitely will. And you was up here on the weekend just gone, weren't you?
What day is it
You
now?
come up Saturday last week.
Till Monday morning.
And
fished the middle causeway. Managed 7 fish, biggest 32.4. So a fish, I'll get Steve to whack it on the screen. It's a fish that Ben and Lewis had, so 3 times it's come out now on ParkerBaits.
interesting.
Obviously likes ParkerBaits.
But yeah, mate, you did well, didn't you?
Yeah,
nice, right.
A few fish, luckily. Last minute, in my graze.
Always last minute, mate, with you in there. Right, go on then, mate. I'll give you a fist bump anyway. Come on.
Cross for the carp, boy.
Right, well, it's currently about 10 PM now, and yeah, I'm getting tired, not gonna lie. I just had some soup and bread, and a bit of warmth in my belly has made me ready for bed now. So yeah, rods are out for the night, bait's out for the night. Collar's got 3 zigs on tonight, so hopefully between the two of us we can nick a fish. I mean, it has really I can't quite believe how hectic this lake's been fishing since Friday last week. Friday all the way through to Tuesday, and then it would be the day that I turn up it absolute dies off. But the night before I got here, the temperature dropped massively. The temperature dropped again last night, so the fish can only play ball with what the weather's like, can't they, really? So yeah, fingers crossed we get something tonight. So hopefully you see me next, or Connor, with an absolute banger. All I gotta say about this is, yeah, it's not gone well. Connor came running over this morning about 7 o'clock. I fished all 3 in the bottom last night, and Connor fished all 3 on zigs. And the 4-foot zig, red liner, red foam, was what done it for him, but snapped off. Yes, painstaking to say the least, that is for sure. So he stuck all his back out on zigs, obviously, and now I've put all 3 of mine out on zigs. But I've only got an hour left, so can it happen? Is it going to be a last minute bite to make the session? I hope so. Otherwise I'm going to have a very grumpy Rob driving to Essex this morning, that's for sure. So I'm going to leave that be for now. Just going to tidy up the bivvy, get some bits packed away, and then I'll touch base with you lot in a bit. Right, well, I am back in the van and packed away. The time is 9:05, and realistically I need to get moving because I need to get down to Essex ready for a big weekend at the Carp show, Essex Carp show. So yeah, looking forward to that.
Session didn't go to plan. Definitely didn't go to plan. Connor lost one early hours this morning on a zig. Ended up putting all 3 of mine on the zigs, but yeah, just nothing. It's from Friday, well today's Friday, but Friday last week till about Tuesday this week, it got smashed to pieces. I mean, there probably was in excess of 500 fish out, and I think it's just killed it off. I mean, they've all pushed out, not feeding, gone hiding somewhere. I mean, it's just been absolutely smashed to pieces, which I'm not surprised. If people are hearing fish are coming out, people come here to fish, they're going to go and try and catch them, aren't they? And I mean, yeah, people have had, I know some people have had 40 fish in one session, 30s, I mean, just crazy really, isn't it? And the sessions you dream of, but to have that in January, even better. But yeah, that is that session done. Connor's staying on for the weekend. He was just on the phone as I was just about to leave, so I've let him be. I've said goodbye and that was it really. But yeah, it's been a tough session to say the least. But yeah, on a other note, so at Easter bank holiday weekend, me and obviously ParkerBaits are running a charity event up Linear Fisheries on Brasenose One. So that would be the 29th of March to the 1st of April. Basically, long story cut short, last year a good friend of mine, their dad, knew him quite well, and he was into his fishing, and like I say, long story cut short, sadly, as he was unpacking the car, he had a heart attack and died there on the spot. Yeah, not nice at all. Heartbreaking, to be honest with you, to hear stories like that. So yeah, we thought it'd be a nice thing to do, which is running a charity event and try and raise as much money as we can for the causes, which the causes are going to be Cancer Research UK and the British Heart Foundation. So yeah, we're obviously running a social. We're going to end up raising money off ticket sales. I'm going to be running a raffle there as well, to the people around the lakes, just to try and raise a bit more money. And then me and the main man, Aaron, SouthCoastAngler, are going to be, well, we bought some funny blow-up costumes. He's got like a dinosaur one, and we're going to get this other one where it looks like I'm having a piggyback off alien, just to make it a bit more funny. But we're going to be doing a sponsored run, 5 laps of Brasenose One. And to anyone who knows Brasenose One, knows it's not small. It's 30 acres in size, or just over 30 acres in size, which works out about 1.5 acres per lap. So we're doing about a 7.5 kilometer run, which is about 5 miles run. And yeah, I've got 2 months to get myself in some sort of fit state to do that, because otherwise I would struggle. So I'm not the fittest person, that's for sure. So yeah, I thought what I would do is we're going to stick a link down below. Any donation would go great. They're both great causes, and both of them really being close to my heart, because a lot of cancer and heart problems does also run through my family as well. So yeah, there's going to be a link down below. Any donation would be absolutely brilliant, but please do remember, if you are watching this video, please, from the 1st of April, if you're watching this video, do not put any donations in. The link should be taken out by then, but yeah, if you are watching this video from the 1st of April 2024, then the link will be gone, as the money would have been taken out then and put into the charities. But yeah, on a better news, if you have liked this video, please do hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, get down in the comments below. And until next time, I mean in a couple of weeks, me and Ben have got a special trip planned. So until then, peace out.